Hey guys, it's been a while, but we are back with 15.
Yep. I don't know what, we started doing a whole bunch of things and forgot about 15 or something.
Yeah, like, the Switch happened and...
Yeah,
the
actually, I know exactly what happened in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Zelda.
Because that has been, I've had lots of people ask me, either, where have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Or, what have you been up to in this span of time?
And the answer to both those questions
Has been Breath of the Wild, yeah. so that's what happened.
Well, we've also had that one asshole, Corwin, playing Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but he's not here, so we're going to go behind his back and play more 15.
Yes.
So since we've played this, Square Enix has made some changes to this chapter. I don't know if they affect us retroactively, because we were already, like, a ways in here, but one of the big changes they made was they added this new route with Gladiolus and Ignis. So, we're gonna try this new thing out and see what it's like.
Cool.
So, okay, yeah. So it does not carry over from the main game. Yes.
So we're going to be playing a guy that does not have a mariachi outfit.
Yeah, which, I mean, is it even Final Fantasy at that point?
Yeah, well.
I don't think so.
Zagnatus Keep.
Well, that's where we are.
Oh, and just so it's out there in more places on the internet, I have to tell everyone what I told Alex, is that baby names Sephiroth and Turok has been topped by the girl who is named Pinkamena Zakora Smith. So that is all.
I'd like to thank my friend Kim, who just had her first baby, for not naming her baby something that...
Yeah. Also, that is why I thought of this, because Alex showed me the picture of her baby.
I wanted her to name the kid Sidolphus. I think that's a very regal and dignified name for a child. And like, dude, he can hit like he can hit like 5 people at the same time for 999 damage.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best baby ever.
Although now that this is a long loading. Like,
well, it's loading up like a whole new game.
Yeah, but now that we are playing 15 again, I've decided that my firstborn male child will be named Prompto.
Is there a way forward?
Why not Ignis?
Well, there's a way, but I don't see.
I'll have to poke his eyes out.
Ignis is the coolest and sexiest of the bros.
There must be some way we can help him. Perhaps I.
Second child. But okay. I will demand he wear his hair like that.
Why I come bearing gifts.
Hey!
See? Gifts. Now, I believe a thank you is in order. For what? Another one of your stupid tricks?
I'm really glad he gave the blind guy a spear. Sorry, daggers.
I'm loath to trust him.
But he also has a spear, presumably.
At this point, we need all the help we can get.
I like that they're aware that he's just fucking with them.
Yeah.
There's no ignoring the obvious, like, evil bullshit, but they just know they have no choice but to go along with it.
Because it's better than barehanding it.
Yeah. It's weirdly self-aware.
Can't move forward if you're always looking backward. Quit thinking about what you could have done then. And start
He's not looking anywhere, Gladiolus.
You're right. What's done is done.
Oh, is he? Yeah, he's still... he's still blind walking.
Yep.
So... Wait, so does Gladiolus have... Okay, he doesn't have, like, a skill menu or anything. Alright. And apparent... I mean, I can't use it right now, but it looks like hitting triangle will shatter the earth. So that's a thing.
Hey, goblins! Oh man, he's so much weaker than Noctis with the ultimate weapon.
Yeah. I mean, he's pretty strong.
I mean, I'm saying that knowing that these are goblins.
Yeah. Okay, so if I push triangle, I get to do the special art. That's pretty much what I figured. And
so, you have to charge up the Earthshaker bar.
Does that mean Noct can too?
I think it said that the higher the bar is, the more damage it'll do.
Oh, I see. Okay. So, I mean, ideally, you want to charge it up.
Yeah, presumably.
We'd best be careful.
Also, Gladiolus does not have Nox's superpowers, so instead of phasing through things, he blocks it with his shield,
Hey.
like a plebeian. See?
Cool.
Okay, so I guess they can break your guard, and then you'll be stunned for a little bit.
So you can hold block, but if you timing block, you get a counterattack opportunity.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it says if you guard precisely as the enemy strikes,
I'm glad you saw it. But
you open them up for a counterattack. Yeah.
see if I can pull it off.
Yeah. Now there's one goblin. It should be.
I keep like dodging.
Yeah. Wait. How?
Well,
I'm trying to identify your blocking
Okay.
animation. Oh, there it goes.
I guess I can't block when I'm there.
Yeah, you got it. There.
It looks like you can't block when you're locked on, which is weird.
Yeah, it said you hold block to like lock block or whatever,
But
and then if you tap, you get the parry.
but when I was doing it while I was locked on, I just dodged normally.
Oh, I got you.
It was like Noctis's phasing, but he just
move out
he
of the way,
physically
yeah.
moved out of the way like a normal person.
Yeah, which I mean,
This is why you're not the king.
there you go.
Oh, Noctis was just here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you open these doors?
I did.
Not a moment ago.
This is the Imperial Security Bureau. A situation has arisen in several research sectors. All civilians must relocate to their designated refuge stations immediately. Failure to evacuate will result
I wish
in
Ignis would fight with his cane.
or other appropriate disciplinary procedures. This emergency
I actually just
broadcast
saw
will repeat until the
this really
situation has been
sweet-looking
resolved.
sword cane
Imperial Security Bureau
made by
thanks for
Windless
your
Steel Crafts.
Huh.
You think that situation is...
For anyone that doesn't know,
Are,
I
are they sponsoring us?
no.
Then why are we plugging them?
Considerable scale to
Well,
It's not like they make delicious food like McDonald's.
yeah.
is open. These
Have it
broadcasts
your way.
might help us understand what's going on outside.
I mean,
Is that McDonald's?
no. Is it McDonald's? I'm loving it.
I don't remember.
Burger King is have it your way.
Oh, yeah.
McDonald's is I'm loving it.
I,
Now neither one will sponsor us.
it's okay because Wendy's is my first choice anyway.
Dude, Wendy's is great.
Wendy's is the...
It's all about Tommy's, Wendy's, and In-N-Out, as far as I'm concerned.
Dude, Kim, my friend, one of my best friends,
Yeah.
she does not like Wendy's. And I mean, tell me if you agree with this logic. She does not like Wendy's because Wendy's has square hamburger patties and the buns are circular.
Well,
Ergo, there is no, it's,
no symmetry?
yeah, there's no symmetry there. That's exactly the word she used.
Well, I would ask her if it affects the taste of the bun or the patty in that case.
I wish I'd had the foresight to to suggest.
I would ask her in what way is the taste different?
I think my reply back in the day was just incoherent screaming. Because I really love Wendy's.
Wendy's is amazing. Yeah.
Wendy's is the best. I mean, like, I think now I'm in a place in my life where I like Chick-fil-A more. But I mean, because I go to Chick-fil-A less often than Wendy's. But I mean, it really is like apples and oranges.
So if any of you companies want to sponsor us,
We will shill.
yeah.
We don't have principles on
If
that.
if any of the people we mentioned want to sponsor us, we will praise you and denounce all others in our next video.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
But yeah, no,
Especially if it's Tommy's.
yeah.
I would shill the hell out of Tommy. We just had Tommy's.
But yeah, so Windless Steel Crafts, fine makers of blades and other metallic paraphernalia.
How many times do they fold their katanas?
Crawling with demons.
I would because they are not idiots, I would imagine they fold them 10 to 12 times.
Well, I'm a discerning customer, and I know from my years of research that a katana isn't worth shit unless it's folded like 100 times.
Yeah, right?
Ideally, you want to fold it like 1,000 times.
Yes.
Because that's how you get the bestest kind of sword. This is what I know as an expert on swords.
Yeah. Fold it.
I think that's actually like how many times the Highlander katana was supposed to be folded.
Oh god. Made out of what? Not steel, that's for sure.
Well, it's like it got like a yellowish color to the metal.
Wow.
So it's made of like some kind of like space age bullshit.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, for the record, katanas are folded 7 to 12 times, resulting potentially in thousands of layers. But they're not folded 1,000 times, which would result in ridiculous amounts of layers.
And if I recall, the only reason they're folded in the first place was because metal was scarce
Led here by
at the
our
time,
guide.
right? Something like that?
It was, it's actually, I mean,
It's a step in the right direction.
okay.
I'll take it.
Welcome to Swordcraft 101 with Evan Heimdall.
Where are we now?
They were actually
Wherever it is,
they were
it's
actually
nice.
folded
Watch your
because
step.
back in the day, when
I play Albert.
back in the day when you were harvesting steel, iron ore, the way they kind of harvested it was to just scoop up a bunch of dirt, and it had iron in it. But then the iron had a lot of dirt too. So when you heat up the blade, the outside layer, things burn off of the outside layer. Impurities tend to have a tendency to burn off at really high temperatures. So the outside layer burns off, some impurities go.
I just got off that counterattack.
Oh, nice. And then after that, you fold the blade, which means now the outside layer is a different part of the steel, which lets the impurities there burn off.
Huh.
And by continually folding the steel, you let more impurities burn off, and you also kind of homogenize the impurities. You spread them evenly throughout the blade, because you don't want like one big patch of slag in the middle of your blade.
Why do you know this?
You'd rather have... because...
It's interesting. I'm just wondering why do you... Like, I wasn't expecting such an in-depth explanation.
For those who don't know, including you, I have a penchant for swords. I think they're cool. And I just, I have a few blades, and I've got just a passing knowledge of sword craft as a result.
Oh, okay. That's
So-
good. That's good to know. I mean, I'm not one to talk because when I was in high school, I went to a technical high school, Del Mosco Tech.
Yeah.
And one of the technologies I picked to try out my first year was material science, which gets into the process of like smelting and stuff. And I passed my first big test. No joke.
Yeah.
Because I had read a Dragonlance novel like the day before,
Nice.
where they just happened to cover like the process of smelting steel
Which may help us
Yeah.
monitor the recipe.
because it was relevant to the plot.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, so they got into the whole process of like pig iron and how you accidentally produce like steel before people learned like before people learned about alloys and everything. Like
Yeah.
that
Looks like they wiped everything.
But yeah, no, I've got, like, blades are a hobby of mine.
Huh.
And, I have a few, so I've got an interest. So
There's one surveillance tape
I
that's
know
about to
dumb
erase.
facts. I'm not an expert,
They
but
wanted us to see it.
if you ask me a question, I may know it. And because katanas are so...
Whatever's on that tape.
Because katanas can cut the heavens and the earth on the internet.
So then,
I know more. I know some things about
so then, in your expert opinion,
right?
How does sticking a sword blade on a gun barrel make the sword better? Oh, this is actually relevant.
Okay.
They are with the king now, their rightful owner. And someday soon he shall use them to purge our star of its scourge.
The crystal is mine.
Why is that guy, like, emanating dark energy?
Because he's the emperor.
Nay, it is Noctis and none other.
Oh. This actually
Certainly not
informs
a
some
puppet
very
of
important part of the
darkness,
plot they did
and the
not
demons it
actually
is born.
cover in the original release of the game.
Okay.
And you must die.
Because Noctis doesn't get to see this stuff, he just gets to deal with the aftermath.
Ooh. So the Emperor's possessed by some demons?
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of. It's the Scourge, which they haven't really gotten into.
At last you have arrived.
Oh. And he's just... Oh, he actually was using Reggie's sword.
Have
Oh, and he
shown
does. Oh, he does have his mechanical arm.
as blood
Yes.
of the Oracle. I
He's got his
present
auto mail.
your father's glaive. Now, go forth, my king. Shine your light unto the world.
Ah,
I was gonna say, this is not how it goes on Noctis's end.
Spare me your sycophancy.
Oh, is it Arden?
I've indulged your false
Aw,
heresy
damn.
for far too long.
well,
Because Noctis just comes across him like this, already dead.
Enough. The crystal
Yeah.
chose me, not you.
Yeah. I actually really like this. I actually really like the way this changes the scene. That's such a dick move.
Yeah.
That he left the guy's hand attached to the sword.
I also applaud them for their word use of sycophants.
Yeah.
No,
That's re-
No.
Lots of kids are gonna
Just
grow up
that
knowing what
scumbag
that word
Chancellor
means.
Yeah.
Rosing has him.
it sounded like Ravis.
Did they ever explain how glad he got that scar?
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
covered in,
Yes, he finally got
you know,
over his
episode
grudge.
Gladiolus.
Yeah.
Now available on the
Even
Square
called
Enix store.
Noct, his king. Let's move. If that's what he did to Ravis, there's no telling what he'll do to Noct.
So this is interesting because
Like Arden bought himself
it's
some time.
implied off
Leave not
camera
to waste.
that
need to
Ra-
find
that
Noct before he
that
does.
Ravis had a kind of a change of heart about Noctis
Yeah.
and tried to do the right thing in the end. But he's, like I said, he's dead by the time Noctis finds him.
Right.
You also don't get to see. You also, this is the only time you ever get to see the Emperor in the original like build of the game is that one cutscene way beginning. We specifically pointed him out and told you that.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people didn't know what the hell even happened to the Emperor.
Yeah.
And you do find out, but the game doesn't make it like super apparent, so a lot of people missed it. So this helps inform quite a bit, and I mean you'll probably be able to figure it out on your own when we get there.
Looks like
so
some sort of cargo.
yeah,
way.
kudos Square
There
Enix
is
for
a
fixing
high
that.
probability that
Um,
Crystal passed through here at some point in time.
I mean, I was one of the people who thought the story was like fine,
Transported.
but
Not over here.
you know, any improvements are good improvements.
So were you always... What happened? You weren't one-shotting these goblins before, were you?
Well, I mean, look at my arms, dude. I'm swole.
Yeah, okay.
I was like two-shotting the goblins before, I think.
What is he pulling out? He pulled out some weapon that didn't look like what he was holding.
Who?
Ignis.
Well, his spear.
Yeah, but it looked like... Yeah, I thought he pulled out some weird-looking bow thing.
I mean, I didn't see it, but I assume it's a spear.
Yeah, it's probably...
Because yeah, each of the bros has a second weapon.
Whoa. That's big.
Oh, this fucker. In Noctis's game, you just have to run away from him.
Oh,
I'm
because you don't have stuff.
Yeah, because you don't have weapons at this point. I'm assuming that I can actually fight him.
I mean, you are hurting him, so...
Yeah. It's a little weird not having Warp Strike.
Yeah. Oh, but I guess you can just run past him.
But I mean,
You'll
like,
probably get something.
yeah. Like, that's how you Final Fantasy.
I wonder if you can parry this guy's giant attack.
Also, Ignis is fighting, which is
Yeah, he is.
very odd. When you,
And he's taking, like, no damage.
well, I mean, it's a hate crime to, for Iron Giant to hurt him. So maybe he's taking it easy on him. I forgot about the parry move until just right now. It occurred to me that the guy with the big sword swings is probably designed to be parried to death.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you parry the giant? But
I got to the Dark Souls groove where I was just rolling around and hitting them. Alright, so just gotta make sure there's no super secret treasure. I'm assuming not, and
yeah, I mean,
I didn't get anything for beating the guy, so I'm I'm guessing that was a waste of time. Oh, whatever.
remind me what that ×2 gauges down at the bottom right.
That's the rage meter. I think when I parry, it builds up.
And the rage meter lets you unleash some kind of attack.
I think it powers up the glaive arts, the earth shatter.
Okay. There's a dude wandering around over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go kill him.
Okay.
But I saw the shiny, the potin.
Just seems weird to have the one guy. Oh no, there's more than one. Never mind.
One of the things that always annoys me about the internet is that thanks to MMOs, the word rogue has entered into the public lexicon, but not the way to spell it properly.
Yeah, there's a lot of opinions about rouges. Every time I see that, I feel the need to go. I prefer more of a maroon, really, or
Yeah.
a crimson.
Although, to be fair, the only reason I know the difference is that I grew up playing Saga Frontier, and one of the characters is actually named Rouge.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing is, I know the difference
Yeah.
because I played MMOs,
Oh, I see.
and so I was like, oh, that you spell rogue. I mean, I'm sure when I first played, World of Warcraft, Rouge. I don't even have the occasion to use the word rouge now, ever, really. So,
Well, I mean, why would you?
yeah, exactly. So I'm sure I wasn't even... that wasn't part of my vocab on a regular basis.
We ought to be close to the core of the keep by now.
And that's probably where they're keeping the crystal.
And most likely,
I guess I
we're
can't
not
use my
displayed
items.
as we speak.
Oh, you can't use those potions?
Yeah, it doesn't look like I can.
Wait, why wouldn't you be able to? That's
don't know.
weird.
I mean, there is a way to open up your like item menu in combat and heal, but I mean, it's been a while. So, oh wait, was that it? Sprint? No, I guess I can.
Strange.
Yeah, that is weird. Oh.
Oh, you've got a fully powered Tempest.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you don't... Oh, there you go. Oh, it changed to Tempest. Why did it change?
I guess because I had a... Oh yeah, when I block, then my rage builds up. I guess because I had my rage.
Oh, now it's Razor Edge.
The art changes depending on how far the meter is.
Oh, neat. Oh, so Earthshaker's just a basic vertical slam.
Yeah, that's the no.
Right.
That's the little to no bar.
Oh, that's cool. So
it's-
wind...
Oh right, it's R2. Sure. I don't remember the controls. 'Cause I haven't played this forever, and I was trying to find out what the fucking thing was. That's how you open the menu. I thought it was weird that the supposed easy mode.
Where the hell is Ignis?
Yeah. Where did Iggy go?
Where did you lose him on the elevator? Oh wait, is that him? Turn to your right.
Wait. Oh.
What the?
He
Was hiding in the corner. He was hiding in the
Yeah.
shadow.
Well, I mean, Ignis is quite slender, and he's wearing a suit.
Yeah.
He might be like that one guy. Sonic.exe.
Yes. Somebody actually made. I mean, this is old now, but somebody has made a Sonic EXE ROM.
I'm sure. Whenever somebody tells me that somebody has made a thing, I just
like
take,
of course they have.
I just take it for granted. Yeah, people made a fucking Les Mis fighting game. I only just found out about this.
I'm really sad that... Wait, was that real?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes, there is a Les Mis fighting game.
Wow. Okay. Who's overpowered?
I don't know.
Who's S tier?
I mean, Javert, clearly.
Okay.
He's Javert.
Yeah, I'm actually sad that... and I mean, this is also old, but...
There it is.
What is it?
I'm sad that
The
Fighting
crystal,
is Magic
right here on the
got...
screen.
Hasbro pulled...
Do you see any sort of
Hasbro
control
threw their
panel?
weight around and did a cease and desist on Fighting is Magic like a long time
Oh,
ago.
the pony one.
Yeah, and now the guys that
Something
made
like
it
the
just
city
changed it
should
to
be a
some
barrier barring access
generic farm animal fighting game. It's like Barn Blitz or something.
I mean,
Just tell
they did
me
all
what
the
to
work.
do.
They might as well, keep what benefit they could get.
So, now you can just pick a horse or a cow or a chicken and, like, fight.
I'd play as a chicken. I mean, it's no less stupid than Brutal Paws of Fury. Do you remember that game?
Yes. Speaking of brutal, the Sexy Brutal is pretty good.
Brutal.
Yeah, there's a game, newish game. Oh, wait a minute, what the hell?
Is mine.
So, you figure out who that is?
Loose my grip.
The Emperor?
Yes.
Okay.
The light.
You're just kind of supposed to infer it. Like, you don't get him. You don't get to find him in a cutscene as Noctis. Oh well. They just straight up show it to you here.
Yeah.
Noctis just gets attacked by this motherfucker, and
Oh.
he's chased by him like he's fucking Pyramid Head or something.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty neat thing. It's a pretty neat mechanic for a little while, and then you get sick of it because it goes on forever. But like, you're
Is
just
that supposed to be Diablos or something?
He's got a name. I just can't read it.
Oh, no.
For us.
Okay.
Because he's got 4 asses.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was so when Noctis like you're supposed to just infer from his dialogue he gets when he's fighting Noctis like who he is, and then I think after you beat him, like one of your party members actually brings it up like, oh my gosh, was that the Emperor? But like they didn't make it apparent enough for your average player, I guess.
But they said it. You said they said it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, like, it takes work to listen to dialogue that isn't in a cutscene.
All right.
Like, people have shit to do.
Yeah, that was a...
So now they just made it. Now they just made it like blatantly obvious by just showing you the guy's face.
That was a strong crit. Is your crit multiplier like times 5 or something?
I don't know.
Because you crit for 3,000.
I mean, I don't think the numbers mean a whole lot here because it's all specifically tuned for anything else.
Right. But I mean, your hits are doing 600-700.
Yeah. Oh, so we're actually fighting this guy. I thought he was teleporting away. Because when you fight him as Noctis, he teleports away a few times. And if you manage to kill him,
He's got a chest spike.
he does.
If you manage to kill him, then what?
Then he just like he just regenerates like a little bit down the road.
Oh, I see.
He's like Jack,
Not yet.
but not nearly as fun.
Yeah.
I've never seen one that talked like that before.
So fixated on the crystal.
You saw his face.
Maybe like crystal flame. Or it may be one of the Empire's alternative facts.
Whoever it is, that monster. is
That had to
still
be intentional.
Yeah.
The alternative.
Oh dear, I can see the light fading from your friend's eyes.
Since, well... Oh, no, you can't just save wherever you want, can you?
I can't, but I mean we can just break it here.
I was going to say, since we've just fought the demon, we could...
yeah, we'll
could break it here.
We'll break it here and we'll pick up in the next video.
Alright, cool.